Story of the pipeline. Once upon a time, in a distant town, water is very scarce. The townspeople's only source is from a valley 1 kilometer away, that most of them just wait for the rain to come. The elders proposed a bidding of contract to have water delivered to their town on a daily basis to solve the problem. Two young men, Pedro Mangunahan and Juan de la Cruz, offered their services, and the elders hired both of them. The elders thought that a little competition would keep the prices low and ensure a backup supply of water. Pedro Mangunahan immediately bought two galvanized steel buckets, and he began running back and forth from the end of the long trail to the lake. He made money working from early morning to evening, hauling water at the lake with his two buckets. Pedro needs to get up each morning before everyone does to make sure that there will be enough water for an entire day. It was hard work, but the young man was very happy with his earnings and is proud to be one of the exclusive contractors. Meanwhile, Juan de la Cruz left the town for a while. He was not seen for months, and that made Pedro happier because he had monopolized the water business, though his quality of service is below standard. Juan de la Cruz instead wrote a business plan, created a corporation, found four investors, employed a president to do the overall monitoring, and came back later with a construction crew. Within a year, his team had built a large stainless steel pipeline that connects the lake to the town. At the launching of One's water service, he announced that his supply of water is free from impurities because it undergoes filtration and distillation. He also announced that he could supply the town with water 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Now, to attract more customers, Juan de la Cruz lowered his original price 50% less than how much Pedro charges. Obviously, Juan's water supply was safer than Pedro's. The town's people cheered and immediately ran for the faucet at the end of Juan's pipeline. To survive the competition, Pedro then and there lowered his rates by another 50% and began hauling four buckets of water for each trip. To increase productivity, he hired his two sons for the extended hours of service during the night and on weekends. When Pedro's boys went to college, he told them, "Hurry back, someday this business will be yours." But for some reason, his two sons didn't come back after college. So eventually, he hired some extra workers and had union problems. On the other hand, Juan de la Cruz visions envisions another business opportunity or venture. He gave a lot of thought to this water supply problem. He he realized that if this town needed a pipeline, then other towns might need one too. Juan de la Cruz rewrote his business plan and introduced a high speed and large volume, low cost, pure water delivery system to nearby places and provinces throughout the country. He continued to give more and better service to meet the needs of his target market. Juan de la Cruz was earning only a few centavos out of each bucket delivered, but he delivers millions of buckets every day, whether he works or not. Millions of people consume large volume of water every day. All the money coming from one's business goes straight to his bank account. He had not only built a pipeline to deliver water to faraway places, but also a pipeline of money going directly to his pocket. Juan lived happily and abundantly ever after, while Pedro worked hard for the rest of his life and but still encountered financial problems. Now ask yourself, am I building a pipeline of wealth or holding buckets of poverty? May this story guide you on your journey to financial and time freedom.